Innovation is the name we've given to change. It used to be that changes came discreetly and took a long time. We had in business re-engineering, it was 10 years, 15 years. Then we had outsourcing, 10 years. So you could say that the change, you could give a name to the change. Today, we have big data for 2 years. We have the Internet of Things for 2 years. We have nanotech at the same time. We have personalized medicine. We have all of these changes happening at the same time. So what is it all together? We call it innovation. It's really the process of going from an economy in which we assume that things stay the same, and then suddenly we discover they have to change, and then they stay the same, to one in which things change all the time. And if you think about the industrial model, you know, in 1960, you made an automobile. That model of an automobile didn't change for 3 years, and then you made a new one. Now you get an iPhone. The iPhone itself might not change for 2 years, but the software on that changes every 2 months. So in Blur, a book I wrote about this, we said, built to last means built to change. Everything you want to endure has to accommodate the innovation that's happening all the time. And that goes for your organization as well as your products. The foundation has several roles. I mean, it draws attention to this fact of innovation being continuous and necessary. It educates students, it educates business faculty teaching students so that people who come to work in enterprises expect this kind of change. It draws the attention of the public to what the nature of the changes are so they don't feel so surprised. So the foundation accelerates and enables innovation in the Spanish economy. And that's good for well-being and wealth and the functioning of society. One of the key reasons Spanish society needs to be aware of trends is to hang on to its talent. Spanish has a very well-educated, talented, motivated workforce. So elsewhere, if the society is not one that seeks innovation and welcomes it. So if you have interesting ideas that you want to prove out, would you rather follow them in a conservative society that is rooted in the past, or an experimental one that's looking to the future? I think historically we've educated people to teach them how the world is. But the world will not be the way it is today. And so if we train people to expect the world to change continually, then they will adapt to it, they'll be comfortable helping it change. And I think that's required to maintain the standard of living in an advanced economy like Spain's. Entrepreneurship means a lot of things, but one of them is risk tolerance. And we're accustomed to leaders being people who minimize risk, who are certain of what they know and set a fixed path. An entrepreneur is a leader who is certain that he or she doesn't know what the future will be, who is adaptable and open-minded. If we train people that there is a certain answer and then expect them to be adaptable and open-minded, they're not going to succeed. For the last 10 or 20 years, people have been selling innovation using what's called FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, F-U-D. The uncertainty is that if you don't innovate, if you don't keep up, your business won't survive. I think I'd like to replace it with fun uncertainty and doubt. Yes, there is uncertainty and doubt, and that's the game that a modern leader likes to play. So businesses need to innovate, they need a portfolio of innovations, and they need to know some of those won't work. But part of the challenge and part of the satisfaction in running and growing a business is taking risks, knowing some won't work out, and learning how to adapt and pivot and make a success out of the ones that are working.